Internet, it's Jessica, and welcome to another reaction video. So, Capcom finally released the Project Resistance teaser for the new Resident Evil game, and I didn't look too much into it. I did see some screenshots on Twitter a couple of days ago, but I'm just assuming it's gonna be like Resident Evil Outbreak, which is a multiplayer game, online multiplayer game of the Resident Evil franchise. I unfortunately never had a chance to like fully play that game, so I feel like I missed out on that aspect, but I have played, 5 and 6, which does have online multiplayer. So let's see what Project Resistance is about. I'm assuming these are all like different characters. Yeah, this is what I saw, like the screenshot of just like the characters, what they look like. That girl in the yellow like sweater is cute. So is it like a game? Like as in like someone's orchestrating them to be in there? Whoa. I don't know how Oh god, I hate them! The lickers are absolutely the worst in the Resident Evil series. I hate them. Oh my god. That is something I will not be looking forward to. There you go. Okay, so far not bad. So far not bad. Who is this man? Or lady, I don't know. Oh no! Oh no, Mr. X! The tyrant! Nope. No, thank you. More details at the Tokyo Game Show. Oh my god. They just literally put all like the enemies that I freaking hate in the Resident Evil series, didn't they? There's probably more. Obviously, because this is just a teaser. We don't see any gameplay, it's just a cinematic, so I can't really judge it on how it's gonna play. But I'll just say this, from my experience of playing, like, online, currently right now I'm playing Resident Evil 6 with a friend, and yeah, it's a lot more fun when you do play it with someone, and I'm sorry, no offense, but Resident Evil 5 and 6 were kind of a hot mess in terms of storyline. They were still fun to play. They're still very, very much fun because you get to interact with someone. And I think that is an appeal to, I guess, for anyone who's ever played Resident Evil before, just because it's been in the series for a very long time, like Outbreak 5 and 6 and, all that stuff. So it's not something new. So I don't think it's like a bad thing that they're implementing Project Resistance. When they first announced like the beta testing stuff, I honestly thought it was going to be for 8. That's what I thought it was going to be. But it's okay. So take the time with 8. But seeing how this is, from my understanding of it, it looks like it's a group of friends or just a group of random selected people trapped in this like escape room type of situation. But the thing is, someone's orchestrating them through this facility. So it's like you have to survive, and I guess at the end of the game maybe they get something out of it. It could be like that. And that kind of like introduces the concept of what is the end goal of this game. And I'm not saying, it's going to be like loot boxes or stuff like that, but it is something that the game industry has kind of like took and ran with it. And I'm not saying Capcom is like one of those people, especially with the Resident Evil series, because like the past Resident Evil games, they were never really like, hey, loot boxes, you know what I mean? So I don't think Capcom would do that for Resident Evil, because like if they did something like that, that is kind of like leveling up your character and being like, hey, here's a loot box and get some microtransactions in there. But there is a slight chances in there, because I feel like with online games nowadays, it's something that like we have to think about, like, oh, they might include microtransactions or like loot boxes or something like that. But I don't believe that they would put it on here. At least that's what I'm hoping for, that they wouldn't put it in here. From the characters that they show here, I mean, they're not like terrible looking characters or anything like that. Like I said, I do think the girl with the yellow hoodie, she's cute. That's just my opinion though. And again, we don't know if these are going to be customizable characters. Like, is this like who we can pick? Do they have like a background story, or is this like something we can like you know, in a way be like what's it called? Not exactly like Dead by Daylight, but you know what I mean? Like you could see how they look and stuff and change their costumes or whatever, or it's like completely customizable, like change our own, you know, character and stuff like that. But I'm expecting to see, you know, all the famous Resident Evil enemies, not just the Lickers or the Tyrant or Mr. X or whatever. Like, I expect to see more than that, because it seems like whoever the man in black is, he's orchestrating this. All the viruses, all the different types of, like, viruses that we have in the Resident Evil series. And could this be someone from Umbrella? I mean, it most likely would be, right? Because, like, how would they get all, like, the viruses? That makes no freaking sense. In terms of seeing, like, our main characters that we know from the series, I don't think we would see, like, Leon, Ada, or, like, Chris, or anyone, like, of them, you know, in the series. Like, this is just, like, a standalone thing. So, you know, it's not a bad idea, because, again, online Resident Evil is not like something new, but again, this is too early to assess like how the gameplay is. We don't know exactly how it's going to be played, what is the, you know, the goals of this game, but it just looks like to me it's just an orchestrated like event. So we're just thrown into a room and we have to survive basically as long as we can, and I don't know what the end game is. Not a bad idea for if you want to play with your friends. I do prefer games with a story though, that is just me. I do like story-based games, and you know, one of the reasons why I loved Resident Evil is because of their stories. Even though they get ridiculous the more time went on, it still had a story, right? So I don't know if this game will have a story. We're just gonna have to wait and see a little bit later so they give more details about it. So I guess that's gonna be my reaction for this. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. I know I have a feeling people are probably going to be divided about this, because again, people are waiting for Resident Evil 8 and the 3 remake. That those are the two that everyone is looking forward to. So I hope, you know, there's not like that many like people angry about this, because again, I prefer if like they take their time with those two games, because I want them to be good, you know, and I want to enjoy them when they actually come out. But we'll see what happens a little bit later on when we see the gameplay of this, because that's what I'm really curious about, is how it plays. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button for more gaming content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!